Hi guys, my name is Brittany. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video I am going to talk about my sister's Make-A-Wish trip, and she will kind of let us know what we're going to be talking about and doing in today's video.
Okay, so I'm going to be doing her makeup and I'm just going to mess around with it and just have fun. And as she's telling the story, so it might be a little hard. We'll see how this goes.
And make sure to subscribe to my channel and like this video if you want more.
Hey! Okay, so I'm going to first start off with this primer as she's talking, so go ahead.
So a little background story. If you don't know, Natalie has cystic fibrosis, and she was able to apply for the Make-A-Wish trip.
Keep talking.
So she ended up choosing Australia. So we went to Cairns, Australia, and we were able to, what did we do? We zip-lined, we went to the beach, we did some paddle boarding, so.
Went to like a zoo and like held kangaroos and just played with animals.
Yeah, so it was a really cool place, really fun.
It was.
It was actually their winter, so it wasn't too warm. It was colder than what we expected, so we didn't get as much beach time, but.
It was in June, so yeah.
Yeah, but it was their winter, yeah. So that's a little background. Sorry. Okay, so first I'll just tell you a little bit about the night before Australia and what happened.
Okay, this is her foundation. Anyway, it's just foundation.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So the night before Australia, we had actually gone to Cold Stone to get some ice cream, and we were coming home, and my parents were right in the doorway, like fighting, and at this point I didn't know like the issues that were going on. At least I knew there were problems, but I didn't know what the problems were necessarily. So we were really confused. And my dad had also not been living with us at this point, but my mom thought it was kind to let him spend the night because this was getting ready to be a 10-day vacation.
And he had a pack.
And he needed time to pack. So he spent the night.
Come on.
He spent the night since he needed time to pack, and me and I think, were you downstairs in my room with me when we heard them? I think you were.
I went downstairs to your room because that's what we were told to do.
Yeah, so we were told to go downstairs. So we went downstairs in my room and hung out there. And then my mom had actually called me and was like scared and saying like to help her, like help. We didn't really know what was going on. We just knew something was wrong. So you can go ahead.
Okay, I'm going to be using this beauty counter like mist just to like make this wet, make everything apply easier. So go ahead.
So we were in my room, we get a call, and my mom was saying to help. So we run upstairs, and we see our dad like chasing our mom around the house. And we're like, oh my gosh, what is going on? It's on my lip.
I know, close your mouth real quick.
So we were really scared and worried for my mom, really, because we thought that she was in danger of going to get hurt. But we actually went into our prayer room, which was a closet in our guest bedroom upstairs, and we pretty much just like hid in there because we were scared. But anyway,
we were just waiting for him to leave.
Yeah. And he ended up leaving, and he told us that he spent the night in the whole garage, or in the garage the whole night.
Which wasn't true because I was stalking him on my 360, to be honest.
And my mom was like, whatever you do, don't let him in the house. So I'm very conflicted because he calls my phone really, really early in the morning and is like, let me in, your mom locked me out and won't let me in the house, and I have to pee really, really bad. So I didn't know what to do because I was very conflicted. I'm like, my mom is telling me not to do this, but my dad said he has to pee really bad and has to go to the bathroom, so I let him in, and he came in the house, and I'm not exactly sure what he told me, but I know he put his hands on my shoulders and was like, Daddy has problems, and I'm like, okay.
Me
That's
too.
kind of weird. Like,
Okay, now go back to when we got home and we went downstairs in Brittany's room. But this was after, right? No, this was before. Wait. Oh. Okay, so rewind. After when we got home, we went to Brittany's room, and then my mom came down to talk to us, and she was like, like, are we gonna go somewhere for the night or are we gonna stay here? And so then we decided to stay there at the house. And so I went to my room, started like picking up because my mom was gonna sleep with me for the night. And then I look out my door and I notice my dad is like his ear to my sister's door listening to them.
Because my mom was still in my room at this point, and
Yeah,
we were
talking about like our plan of what we were gonna do. And so I like try to go back in time. I was like, guys, stop talking about it. But he went in, and what did he say? He went into the room.
I really have no idea.
Yeah, it's hard to remember.
It's a lot that has happened, so it's really hard to remember specific details. But I remember her telling me that, and me and my mom had no idea that he was sitting outside our room listening to our conversation.
And that was when
Really creepy.
he was like, okay, Stacy, let's go. Like, I need to go upstairs and talk to you, just me and you. And then that's when, like, all that happened. And we heard, have we explained this part yet?
Mm-hmm.
How we heard them yelling.
Yeah,
and then we got a
they're
call.
fighting, and
Yeah.
then we went upstairs.
Yeah.
So we're on our way to Australia, and of course, since it was Natalie's Make-A-Wish trip, I wanted her to be with whoever she wanted to be with on the plane. So she just sit with my mom, and my dad was pretty much in a bad mood the whole time. He wouldn't really talk.
And he said the night before that he didn't even want to go to Australia. So that
Yeah.
kind of sucks.
And my mom actually gave Natalie a choice to, like, she said, do you want your dad to go or not? And Natalie chose for him to go, because it just wouldn't be the same without, like, your dad there, you know?
Yeah. And, like, we already planned on, like, 4 tickets for everything. Like, everything was already planned.
Yeah.
And I wasn't trying to just go, like, you know?
Yeah. So he's pretty much just in a bad mood the whole time, and he's just not fun to be around at all.
No.
And then in Australia, you had to pay $10 a day to be able to use your phone on the internet and not have to be on the Wi-Fi to be able to use your phone. So he chose to only pay $10 a day for his phone. So he was the only one that could use his phone, not on Wi-Fi. So we could only be on our phones when we were at the hotel, pretty much.
Yeah. And then one time we decided to go shopping, everybody to like Billabong, just like around the places. And he was like, no, like I want to go swimming. Like he didn't want to like shop. And so he decided to just like basically disappear. Like we didn't know where he was going. He just left in Australia. And then later, we were at Billabong and we were all trying on clothes in the dressing room. And then I was gonna go out to go get clothes, and then my dad was just sitting right behind the dressing room, like on a chair. And I thought it was so creepy.
Right by my dressing room.
Yeah. It was,
Right outside of it.
It was really weird.
Like all of a sudden,
I was like, hey, Shadi.
he was just right there. So, really kind of creepy, you know?
Yeah.
Like he just disappears and then he comes back and he's like, hello.
Yeah. Nice to see you.
Yeah. So we were confused. We're like, we don't even know where you went. We're in a totally different country. We don't even know like
Yeah.
how to get anywhere, and you just leave us. And we can't even use our phones at this point because we don't have internet or we don't have Wi-Fi, so we can't even use our phones.
Yeah.
Like I don't even think I took my phone with. Maybe I did take pictures, but
Yeah.
that was all that I could do on my phone. So
But I mean, Australia still was like fun. So like we got to see like what all did we do? We
went to a turtle rehabilitation center, which was really cool.
Yeah.
People bring in turtles just from the ocean that, or maybe
open.
got in a wreck or hit by a ship or something, or injured from another sea creature or whatever it was. But it was really cool to see all the turtles.
Yeah.
We did some paddle boarding, zip lining.
Oh, yeah, and we like went on like a trampoline like in the water.
In the
It was
water.
pretty
That
cool
was
actually.
fun.
I liked it.
Yeah. Oh, we also did snorkeling.
Oh yeah, it was really cold.
It was really cold, but we got to do really cool things and still see cool things. It
would have been a totally different trip if he didn't have the attitude he did.
Yeah, for sure. He had also left us, and me and my mom and sister were like, well, we're just gonna, like, we're in Australia. Like, this is a once-in-a-lifetime trip, you know?
Oh yeah.
Especially through Make-A-Wish. So
Yeah.
we were like, we're gonna keep doing our thing, and so we keep shopping, doing whatever we're doing, and I think we got back to the hotel, and he wasn't there. And I was like, hey, where are you? Like, we're gonna go to dinner. Like, do you want to come or whatever? And he's like, no, have fun at dinner without me.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
And we're
I
like-
asked him like where he was. He's like, have fun at dinner without me. And at this point, like, I didn't know all the things that I know now. Like, I didn't know that. Like, I knew he had problems and I knew he had anger issues and all these things, but I didn't know how bad he really was.
Or like what it really was about. It was just kind of like short, like, oh yeah, he's an angry person. Like,
Yeah, like, it just is what it is and you just accept it.
Which
But
is not
it's not
what you should
normal.
do.
It's not what you should do. No.
That is not what you should do.
So yeah, we were just like, we were confused because we're like he came on this trip with us and he's just saying have fun at dinner.
Yeah.
It's just like
thanks.
pressing your buttons, you know?
Yeah.
And then when we would drive to like an excursion or to do something fun, like ziplining, or was it the island? I don't remember. We had like a 3-hour drive somewhere to go do something super fun, and he like wouldn't talk at all in the car.
Yeah, it's just like, it was so awkward, and it's like, you feel like you're doing something wrong because like the person's
Yeah.
mad, but it's like, it's not your fault. Do not normalize that.
Yeah, it's not normal. So, like, I feel like barely any of us actually talked in the car because of that. We'll just switch
I
spots
mean,
real
like, me and my sister, we'd eat like these Lego candy. I don't know why I remember that.
Yeah, I
but we
remember
did. They
that
were
too.
good. And so like we would just like eat those and it'd just be like really awkward. Like it's not what you want. And it's a Make-A-Wish trip, which like means basically you get whatever you want. And so that's not like a redo type of thing. Like you don't.
Yeah,
It's not
for
like
sure.
that.
So I thought about writing in before just to see if we could get kind of like a redo Make-A-Wish trip because that would really be amazing for Natalie, and she has gone through so much just besides this trip too. So she deals with a lot, so it'd be really helpful if we could go again. But who knows what will happen?
This is so hard to do from this angle. I just know like after we got home, it was just kind of like so like everything was just so different. It was so weird. He stayed in a hotel. He said like I'm gonna stay in a hotel for like 4 weeks. I think that happened.
It felt like he was a completely different person. I'm like,
Yeah, I think his
don't
true
even know who you
colors
are.
like really showed out to me and Britt.
Yeah, because my mom had seen that side of him before, but definitely not like we haven't as much.
We've never really been exposed to it like as bad as that trip was. Like it was really just like him.
Yeah.
And he made just everything, like he made me feel so bad for like what I wanted to do. Like if I wanted to go like shopping or like if I wanted to go to the beach, like it had to be all about him. Nothing could have been about me.
Yeah, and one day he was like, I'm gonna go back to the hotel and nap while we were out doing stuff. Do you remember that? He was like napping all in the hotel the whole day. And then
we wanted to nap because we were out.
The next day.
Yeah, and then
he got mad at us for wanting to nap. He's like, we're in Australia, why do you want to take a nap? But we had been so tired because the time difference is huge. So we weren't used to the schedule that they have there. So that's why we were so tired that day. But it just always had to be about him and what he wanted to do. And he wasn't willing to compromise for the one who we went on this trip for.
I should have done like crazy colors, like green and like.
No.
So I'm gonna add some highlighter. Okay, so next I'm gonna use this MAC mascara. Anyway,
If you can.
blink. It's really dry.
I know. Even though it was really hard and what we went through was not fun, there are many blessings that came from it. I feel like me and Natalie have gotten so much closer and we're able to talk to each other. You just got on my eye. To each other about anything and
And to
Just
not
another-
normalize people that are angry and that are giving you hard times for things that like people shouldn't.
yeah, it's your life. You control what happens in your life, and I've definitely learned from this that you shouldn't just
Shouldn't just
let someone walk all over you and just control your life for you, because that is not fun.
Yeah, and yeah, it kind of looks like a fourth grader did it.
Yeah, it kind of does. It's a little
yeah.
not good.
Yeah,
It's
I
okay.
don't know what happened.
You tried.
Yeah, it's a little hard when like
It's okay.
with this angle and everything.
I know.
And I don't know.
was
Foundation's kind
fun.
of weird, but you know, it's okay.
Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure to give it a like and subscribe to my channel. And if you want, feel free to comment more video ideas. I would love to hear what you guys want.
And if you guys want me in more, make sure you comment.
Oh yeah, make sure to do that as well.
And video suggestions. I don't know another one we could do together, but there'll
We'll
be more.
figure one out.
Yeah, there'll be more.
Yep. All right, have a good day. Bye,
Thank
guys.
you. Bye.
I can't.
Guys, I promise it's actually not that bad. Actually, maybe it is.
The eyes are kind of dark, but
Okay, well, I didn't have a color theme.
I don't know.
That's embarrassing now.
It's okay.
I just feel bad on that.